Hey everybody, how you doing? Skip Moody here, After the Ghost. So what's new? What's new with us? Let's see. Over the past week and a half or so, we've really been putting the finishing touches on the promo. Interesting with that, we were initially kind of putting together some things that we had with our old promo and some of our new stuff. And after looking at it, it wasn't really coming out the way I wanted to because, the whole story wasn't there. But what I was really enjoying was some of the clips that we had. And I just felt more comfortable sort of just backtracking and going after that and, really making a clip, great. Just really making the clip look the way it needs to be. And sort of, making sort of a promo around the clip, introduction with that and kind of talking about it. And so that's been a lot of fun. And I just really felt comfortable with that because it looks so good. And I'm pretty excited about it. So we've got a couple of big meetings coming up over here. And I kind of wanted to do something a little different than just kind of sitting in the chair and speaking with you guys. Initially when I was really want to put the blog together, I wanted to bring you guys on the journey in the sense of even when I'm going different places. And so I think I'm going to start trying to do more of that. So the camera might be a little bit, rocking around and moving, as I'm, in the car or, headed to a meeting or something. But I thought it would just be interesting just to, check out, more so the journey, the phase of that. And even speaking of that, last week we went to the Vision Conference, Casey Treat's church. And it's a conference they have every single year. And went with our wives and was there with Pastor Heath and also the evangelist Dean Smith, who's part of Live to Forgive, the first documentary I did. And just had a great time there and allowing, God just to pour down revelation and just for, the expansion of what you're already doing, expansion of what we're already doing, just the expansion of vision. And it was just a beautiful time to be able to sit and just believe God for who He is. That night after the conference, one of the things that kept coming through my head was just believe God for everything. Just believe God for everything. All right, Lord, like what? Everything. And so I started saying, well, are there areas in my life where I'm actually just not believing God for, I'm actually believing myself for, believing someone else for, and there's lots of different areas. And so there comes the limitations again that end up trying to clamp down on, the different things you're trying to do. It's because now it's in your own strength or somebody else's, and now really just relying on, what God is able to do. And so it takes a challenge within yourself. So I feel challenged spiritually. I feel challenged to move further in a greater measure. And even one of the things I look at, with our film After the Ghost, we're raising the funding now. That's the phase so we can go ahead and Lord willing, be able to shoot our project when we want to shoot it. And, with that, After the Ghost is one project. Live to Forgive is another project. And there's all these other projects that, that are on the horizon or different ideas. And that started to go when I started thinking about the challenging of vision, as we are an entertainment company, and really thinking and looking more of what is it that we're looking out of as far as entertainment, of faith entertainment, of something that's going to be inspirational, it's going to be able to have the opportunity to change people's lives, something big, right? And each project is cool, and that's what you have to take the time to work on a project. But it was so important to be able to look and see what's the foundation that we're laying down. What is it that we're trying to build? Because each project is building upon that particular foundation. And so if the foundation isn't sturdy, and for me, if that foundation isn't built on Christ, then it's an unstable ground. And so I really started looking into that and making sure that the foundation was built on really what it was supposed to be and what we want to do, whether it's the music side of things, whether it is television, whether we're talking about a film festival. All these different aspects all encompass everything under the entertainment side of things. And that's important to be able to really look and see the course. That's another thing we've been doing, is really seeing how everything that we're doing fits into the broader plan and the broader vision, to be able to speak about that, because that's really what the mission is is to be able to, have a company or entity, a studio that is not only putting together projects of things that I come up with, but other people. Be able to reach out with other people, other filmmakers, other producers, other directors. Be able to have the financing, have the distribution, be able to have those connections. And it's sort of, I don't know, challenging in the sense because everything is not laid out in front of you, and so you're constantly thinking, you're constantly believing God, praying, you're searching, you're seeking, and you're just relying on Him. If you are, and so that was the thing is are you believing God for everything, or are you believing God, or are you believing yourself? And so really with that conference really helped in that aspect, widen that vision. The other thing is what's new. So I wanted to be able to have the energy I need to, run the company, and the energy I need to to do the things we're doing. And so I started running again. I don't know if you guys know, I used to run track for the University of Washington. My main event was the hurdles. And so this year is an Olympic year, right? Olympics are in London, I believe. And so I thought, man, I'm going to start getting in shape and, start running again. So I've been getting up hours early in the morning so I can have no time to run. And there's all these pains and all these pulls and the muscles aches that have been happening since, since this whole process, right? I've been running track since 1999. But here I am in my mind thinking, what, I think I could be good enough, to, not only make it to the Olympic trials, but go to the Olympics. That's how my mind thinks. And so at the same time, the other side of my mind is, man, you're crazy. What are you talking about? You haven't run in years. And so I just put my body to the challenge, and it's been fun, and it's been a struggle because I didn't have enough time in the work day, so I had to sacrifice sleep, get up hours early, and able to do that. But I have learned so much just in this short period of time, relaying the natural and the spiritual, just what's going on in my physical body and what's going on spiritually. And we'll talk about that more a little later. But it's important just to be diligent, and that's what we're doing now. It's being diligent, to putting the promo together. Hopefully I have some good words for you the next few weeks about a few meetings that we have coming up, and just really the expansion of what we're doing. At the end of the day, I know that there's no lack and there's no deficit. Anything that I think of, God is able. In fact, He said He's able to do, in Ephesians 3:20, God is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that I can ask or think. And I can think pretty crazy sometimes, but God is able to do even above that. So at the end of the day, I'm going to do my best. I hope you do your best too, and just try to believe God for everything. Anything that's there, believe God for, because He's well able. And remember, God is faithful.